Hi friends, now I can explain about that. Latitudes and longitudes, these are the very useful to find out this climate system and forest of the physical features and also transport system and also climate, temperature and rainfall about that. These are very important to find out the physical features. Now about the latitudes and longitudes, these are latitudes and longitudes. They are drawn on the earth surface but not a earth surface, first drawn on the globe but not on the earth surface. These are lines they generally we are not seeing on earth surface. That's why these are lines, they are called as a imaginary line, imagination lines. Like this imagination line, they are drawn on the first time on the globe by the Hipparchus. So now about the explain about the individually latitudes and longitudes. Now about the latitudes, right? Now about that. Generally you can see this is, you can imagine this is a globe. So generally on the globe, like this lines drawn on the surface, like this lines, they are called as a latitudes. So these are the latitudes, they are drawn on the earth surface, horizontal lines. Like this vertical lines drawn on the earth surface, these are called as a longitudes. So always that latitudes, they are drawn on the earth surface horizontally, vertically they are longitudes. So now imagination, they all are the imagination lines, they are drawn on the globe only, that's why imagination line. So now about this latitudes, on earth surface, this is a exactly our earth surface. Earth is look like a spherical shape. So on spherical shape, north extreme point which is called as a north pole. Now this is a south pole. Now you can see north extreme point which is called as a north pole, south extreme point which is called as a south pole. Means this both are the constant points. They have the no circumference as no size. Means they are the constant point. North extreme north pole, south extreme south pole. These and each and every latitude in the shape of the circle. Every latitudes, they have the shape like a circle shape. They are the latitudes, they are drawn on the earth surface. Around the earth surface, they are look like a circle shape. So now this is one of the latitude which is called as a 0 degree latitude and also which is called as a equator and also which is these are called which is called as a equator. By equator or 0 degree latitudes, earth surface divided into two equal parts. Northern part of the equator, upper part of the equator, which is called as a north hemisphere. Southern part of the equator, which is called as a south hemisphere, like this. So they are the two equal body, north hemisphere and south hemisphere. They both are the divided by the 0 degree latitudes, north pole and south pole. So now on earth surface, this is exactly middle of this latitude which is called as a equator. So each and every latitudes in the shape of the circle, means half of the latitude which is on the back side, but we are seeing only front side of this half of the earth surface we are seeing, because of the this portion is receiving the is a sunrises, that's why it is under the on the daytime, and back side of the half of the land body which is not receiving the sunrises, means that is under the not visible, means that is under the night time. That's why this half of the back side of the latitude we are not visible, we are not seeing. That's why this half of the latitude we are seeing this equator. Now so on earth surface, which is the biggest circle, means equator. is a great circle, which is called as a great circle also, which is called as. So north hemisphere is divided into 90 latitudes. South hemisphere also divided into 90 latitudes. Now see, this north hemisphere divided into 90 latitude, south hemisphere also divided into 90 latitudes. So now you can see this is equator. Gradually to go towards the poleward from equator, gradually that latitudes, number of latitudes are increased. So, and also to go to the North Pole and South Pole, that latitudes, number of latitudes are increased, that size of the latitudes, they are the decrease. Means each and every latitudes as a not equal, the length of the latitudes as not equal. So, because of gradually to go to the poleward, that is a like this, North Hemisphere, they are divided into 90 latitudes, like this. And the south hemisphere also divided into 90 latitudes, like this. So these are the 90 latitudes, these are the 90 latitudes. What about the total number of latitude on earth's surface means is a north hemisphere plus south hemisphere plus equator is a 90 plus 90 plus 1 is equal 181. This is about that earth surface latitude. Now you can see this is now about that latitudes. Now you can see diagram is a map, is a like a globe, you can imagine. So this is a north pole, this is a south pole. This both are the constant point, exactly middle of the poleward, exactly middle of the earth surface. There are the one of the biggest latitude is there, that is the equator. So which is a passes from the exactly middle of the earth surface around the earth surface. So this half of the portion by the equator, this earth surface divided north hemisphere and south hemisphere. So this upper part of the north hemisphere gradually is a upper part of the north hemisphere divided into 90 latitudes, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So now you can, these are the 90 latitude you can not draw on the earth surface. That's why they are the sum of the latitude is given that. So now you can see this is a 0 degree latitude is called as a equator or also called 0 degree latitudes. So now this is a 23 and of latitudes which is called as a equator. So lower part, this southern part of the equator, here also one of the latitude is there. This is also one of the important latitude. This is the 23 and of the south latitude which is called as a trough of Capricorn. So this is the 0, 30, 60, 90. So 0, 30, 30 plus 30, 60, 60 plus 30, 90. There are the on north hemisphere 90 latitude and south hemisphere also as well as 90 latitude. Total 90 plus 90, this 180 plus equator also here is they are the counting, that's why 181 latitudes. So an earth surface important latitudes, important latitudes, there are the, now you can see important latitudes. This is the North Pole, this is the South Pole, right? This is the one of the important latitude, which is called as a 0 degree latitude, and also one more important latitudes, this is called as a 23 and of north latitude, and also as well as and 0 to 23 in south hemisphere. This is also one of the important latitudes. This is the south latitude. One more latitude to go towards the North Pole and South Pole is a 23 up to 23 to 66, right? Now you can see this is a 66 and of north latitude. Now you can see This is a 66 end of north latitude. This is called as a trough cup Arctic circle. Though, so one more is this is the 66 end of south latitude. This is called as a trough cup Capricorn. This is a Antarctica circle. Now you can see this is called as a equator. Equator. This is called as a Tropic of Cancer. Cancer. This is a Tropic of Capricorn. Capricorn. This is a Arctic circle. This is a trough cup. This is a Antarctica circle. This is a 66 to up to North Pole. This is called as a which measured with the 90-degree latitude. 66 and 2 up to this is a South Pole which measured with the 90-degree latitude. Now you can see these are the very important latitude on Earth's surface. Equator is one of the major circle. This is a equator. So 23 and of north latitude which is called trough cup Cancer. In southern hemisphere 23 and of south latitude which is called as a trough cup Capricorn. So at 23 to 66 and of north latitude which is called as a Arctic circle. So 23 to 66 and of south latitude which is called as a trough cup Capricorn. Trough cap Capricorn 23 to 66 and of this is a Antarctica circle. 66 and of south latitude to this is a 90 latitude, this is which is called as a South Pole. This is called as a North Pole. These are 7 very important latitude on Earth's surface. By this latitude, we are measured the climate system, temperature, and also forest area, and also rainfall system. Everything here, by these are the latitudes are there very important. To find the distance in between any two countries, any two continents, they are very important of this latitudes. These are very important latitude on Earth's surface. So now we are receiving these are now you can see the sun rises on the eastern side of the Earth's surface. These are the sun rays fall on Earth's surface vertically in between the Cancer, Capricorn, in between this region receiving the vertical rays from the sun. Means like this. Between this Capricorn, Cancer, in between this area is receiving the vertical rays from the sun. Means to compare to the upper part of the Cancer and also Capricorn. Upper part of the Cancer and Capricorn is receiving the slantly rays like this. Slantly rays. So slantly rays like this. Now you can observe here between this area is very near to the sun to compare to the other upper part and lower part. Because of this sum of the area, it will be sum of the year is very near. This year swelling is there. This year is look like a sum of the area. It will be very near to the sun. So upper part of the is Cancer, Capricorn. Here is the sum of the sink. Here is going towards the polewards. Gradually, they are the Cancer, Capricorn. This area is gradually decreasing to go to the poleward. That's why this area is near to the sun. So that's why between this area is very near to the sun and also vertical rays also is coming towards the earth's surface. That's why this center of this region which is receiving the heavy temperature because of to compare to the northern part and lower part, this area receiving the more temperature, recorded more temperature because of the near and also is distance and also is a vertical rays also on that region. That's why this name of this region which is called as a tropical climatical region. Now you can see Tropical climate means hottest region. Why? Because of the hottest means is very near to the sun. That's why is a hottest climate. So upper part of the is a tropical climate is a this region means 23 to 66 and off in between this region is a some of the far from the sun. That's why this area can receive the low temperature to compare to this place. That's why this region which is called as a temperated climatical zone. Temperate climatical zone. This is also temperate climatical zone. Now you can see, and more upper part of the 66 to 90 degree, 66 to 90 degree. This region can receiving the sun rays, this is a very far, receiving very far from the sun. That's why this region can receive the temperature, it will be in minus degree temperatures. Means in 66 to 90, 66 and up to 90. This both are the reason here recorded the very least temperature, that is in minus degree temperature, that is a nearly more than 45 minus 45, more than minus 45 degree temperature here recorded on this region. So this region receiving the in minus temperature, that's why this every day this region is getting the snow rainfall. So that's why this region which is called as a cold polar climatical zone. Cold polar climatical zone. This is also cold climatical zone. Now you can see on Earth's surface there are the three climatical zone. One is the tropical climatical zone. Is a tropical climatical zone means hottest climatical zone. Is a second is the temperated climatical zone. Is a medium temperature but not a high, not a slow, is a low. So third one is the cold polar climatical zone. These are the three climatical zones. They are the very important to find out the climate system and forest area, minerals, and also like this is a different type of the physical geographically. These are the very important